Right, today we're going to be doing hip extension and some knee flexion work. So if you've been sitting for a while, this will be a good way to kind of get moving a little bit and also get some feels and some good stretches in the front side of your hip. Okay, so for this, you'll probably want something to put underneath your knee, whether you want to roll up your yoga mat, pillow, whatever it may be. I just have a pad here, but you want to put something underneath that knee so you don't get your neck right on the ground. Okay, so you're going to start by taking your left foot, putting it out in front of you about 90 degrees. Your right leg is going to be on your knee, and you're just going to try to find a stretch on this front side of the hip here. So you're going to stay nice and tall, and if you have a stretch right there, then that's where we're going to start. If you don't feel much of a stretch here, you're just going to slowly shift your whole body forward until you start to feel a stretch somewhere between here. And you'll hold that, once you get in that position, you're going to hold that and feel that stretch and hang out right there. So what I mean by that is if you're starting here and like, I don't feel much of a stretch, nice and tall, just slowly start to shift forward as a unit, not just flying forward here, keeping your lumbar from going to extension. Slowly shift forward, feel that stretch right here on the front side of the leg. Okay, we're going to time this. We have 1.5 minutes in our passive stretch. So we're just going to hang out right here and just make sure we have a stretch somewhere in here, feeling that nice and good. Not feeling too much, about a 7 out of 10 or so, but we're not trying to go a 10 out of 10. If you're feeling it about a 10 out of 10, back off a little bit. Your back foot can be tucked under like mine is there, or it can be flat. It's up to you. Whatever feels more comfortable for you, that's your choice. Okay? Try to make sure this left heel is directly underneath your left knee, and we're just maintaining this nice little stretch here. If you'd like, you can have something to put your hands on to hold yourself here, or hold on to something in front of you or off to the sides. That's okay. Or you can just hold your hands together or rest on your knee here. Okay? We're going to be doing progressive angles here, so we're going to be doing a PAILs effort as we go into our efforts today. And then we're going to do some knee work where we're flexing the hamstring back here. But we have about 40 seconds left of this passive stretch, is hanging out right here. Once you hang out here, you're going to notice that you might not feel as much of a stretch as when we started. If that's the case, you can slowly shift forward and get into a deeper stretch. However, if you still feel the same amount of stretch as when you started, that's fine. The distance into the stretch isn't important, just make sure you have some stretch happening on the front side of your hip here. Okay? About 20 seconds left, and then we're going to start our efforts. And our efforts are going to be about 50% of what we could do with a max effort. So remember, we want to engage, you want a nice strong irradiation. So that means abs are strong, your hands, if they're holding on to something, they're going to be strong, your front foot's driving in, everything is solid. So if I were to come around or someone's going to be next to you and they try to knock you over while you're doing this effort, you're not moving because you have a strong force. We need everything contracted to get a good stretch here once we start to do our progressive angle load. Okay, so we're doing isometric, so we want to go nice and strong. So we're going to breathe in. On the exhale, pack air into your abs, make a nice strong stomach. Start to squeeze your glutes, take your hands, clasp them onto whatever you have, or hold them together. Start to push your left heel down into the ground, and push your right knee down into the pad. So now I'm pushing my heel down and my knee down. Now, as you're doing that, imagine trying to slide your knee forward. So I'm trying to slide it forward. It's not going to move anywhere. You feel a stretch increase here. Imagine trying to push your front heel down and pull it towards you. So your front heel now is pulling towards you. Your back knee is trying to slide forward. Everything is strong under tension for 5, 4, 3, 2, and let the tension melt out. Don't come out of the stretch if the tension melts out. So we're just going to keep ramping these back up. When you go through that effort, you should feel this pick up even more in intensity. That's okay. Make sure it's something you can handle. You do not need to go 100%. Just pick it up a little bit. Breathe in. On the exhale, clasp the hands together, strong abs. Push your front heel down, pull it towards you. Push your back knee down, try to slide it forward. You'll feel that stretch pick up here. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, tension melts out. Good. Breathe out one more time. Breathe in. On the exhale, pack the air into the abs. Strong hands. Push the front heel down. Pull that heel towards you. Push the back knee into the blue pad. Try to slide it forward. Hold. 10, 9, 8. Stay strong. Don't let your hands get loose. You're pushing the front heel, pushing that back knee. Try to pull them together. 4, 3, 2, and passive stretch. Don't come out of it, but breathe easy. I know that's uncomfortable. This feels really funky. It's tough. It's tough. Stay within a range that feels good. It's going to be painful sometimes. Retract that. We don't want it to be painful. It's going to feel uncomfortable. If it's painful, back out of it. If it's uncomfortable, just kind of breathe through it. Okay, right now I'm getting a big stretch here, but you just got to breathe easy. Try not to come out of it. Okay, we're trying to teach our body to be in this hip position. Okay, breathe. breathe easy, let yourself hang out right here. Those are our 3 efforts. We're not doing any more on this, this front side here. 5 more seconds. Ooh, don't fall over. Okay, now we're going to slowly shift backwards. Get yourself out of that for a second. Feels good. Awesome. Okay, now fingertips on the ground. You're going to slowly slide the hips back a little bit. Try to bring your heel towards your butt, and then try to squeeze your heel towards your butt. Try to close off all this space right here and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2. Slowly set the toe on the ground. Now I want you to sit up, however our starting position was. Clasp the hands together, nice and strong. Push your left heel into the ground, and now start to bring your right heel up towards your butt. Try to flex all this stuff right here without shifting forward. Hold. 5, 4. Keep trying to pull your heel towards your butt as much as you can. 2 and 1, and slowly set that down. And we'll do that again. And pull the heel towards your glute. Lift, 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 lift. If that's feeling really easy, bring your upper body back towards it more. If it's feeling a little bit too hard, shift your body weight forward to be able to do it a little bit easier. 4, 3, 2, and slowly set down. We're gonna do 1 more rep. Again, if we get here, this is gonna be a little bit easier. If you're having trouble, if you're like, wow, that's really easy, you can shift your body back a little bit, and you're gonna close this angle, make it a little bit harder. So our last effort, nice and strong with the hands. Push the front heel down, and start to squeeze that hamstring up. Squeeze all this stuff back here. Try to pull that heel towards your glute. 8, 7, 6. Make sure the front heel's pushing down. 2, 5. Woo, 4. Strong hands. 3, 2, and slowly let that fall. Woo. And we'll come out of there. Stand up real quick and shake that out. Woo. Feel on the front side and the back side of that leg. Okay? Now we're going to get the other side. We get the left hip. I'm going to shoot this one from the front, so you're going to see how we're looking from the front when we do this. You might be feeling that in your right leg now as you come forward with it. That's okay. All right, now sit up nice and tall. And again, we'll look at stretch on the left hip now. So everything is square. Slowly shift forward until you feel that stretch. Reset our watch here and just get a 1.5 minutes of passive stretch. We're going to look for a 1.5 minutes because that's the minimum amount of time it takes our body to kind of realize where we're at and get an actual change in the tissue. So we want to get a passive stretch for at least a 1.5 minutes. If you have time and you can go for 2, great. That's perfectly fine. So that light shift forward, you're feeling on the front side of the hip here. Stay nice and tall. Remember, you're going to feel a stretch. We don't want it to be a 10 out of 10. A 7 or so out of 10 is what we're looking for. Just make sure it feels okay. You're not super uncomfortable. It will be a little uncomfortable, but nothing too crazy. Make sure you have some balance here. Again, if you need something to hold on to, go ahead and do that. I'm using my front leg here as my support. Still feeling that stretch. If it starts to dissipate, you can shift the entire unit forward. Remember, you just don't want to put the belly button through and get lumbar extension. We want to keep yourself nice and tall from the crown of the head to this knee here, and just move it as a unit if we need more stretch. Good, we've got 30 seconds left in this position. It's a good time to practice your breath. Getting comfortable being uncomfortable, because we'll start to be like, woo, a little funky, a little uncomfortable, a little unpleasant, but just get comfortable being here. Okay, and now we're going to build into our effort now. So we're going to do our PAILs effort, our progressive effort. So we're going to push the front heel down, try to pull it towards us, push the back knee down, try to drive it forward. Okay, so let's breathe in, hands on whatever you need. Exhale out, strong abs, strong hands. Push the front heel into the ground, try to pull it towards you. Push your back knee into the ground, try to slide it forward, and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, and passive stretch. Let the tension melt out. Not coming out of it, but just let it melt out. Let's build it back up again. Drive that front heel into the ground. Push that left knee into the pad. Squeeze the hands. Try to slide that knee forward. Try to pull this heel back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Passive stretch. Last rep, we're going 10 seconds. Breathe in. On the exhale, back there into the abs, strong hands, push the front heel down, drive that back knee into the pad, try to slide it forward. 10, 9, create as much force as you can here. Strong. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and passive stretch. Don't come out of it. You might feel this front leg working on the hamstring side. That's fine. That's all good. Everything's working to stabilize you, so just breathe easy here. If you do need a break, you can slide out of it, but you can handle this. Unless you're in pain, hang out right here and breathe. Comfortable being uncomfortable. Good. Now we're going to do our heel, flexing up towards our glute here on this side. So remember, if we shift further forward now, it'll be easier for us to lift that back leg. If we're seated taller up, if we're kneeling taller up, it's going to be harder to lift this back leg. So we want to find out wherever you need. You need to be further forward here to get a lift. If that's really easy, like it is kind of for me on this side, I would lean back a little bit this way. That's a little bit harder. Okay, so let's breathe in. Strong hands, push the front heel down, and flex that heel towards your glute. Hold, 5, 4, 3, 2, slowly come down, tap the toe, and right back up. Squeeze and hold. Try to squeeze everything you can between your heel and your glute. Try to pull that heel as hard as you can towards your glute. 4, 3, 2, tap the toe down. Last rep, 10 seconds. Here we go. Strong through the hands, strong abs. Front heel's pushing down, back heel, left heel's trying to pull towards your glute. Squeeze and pull, squeeze and pull. There you go. Try not to lean forward. Come on, you can do it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and slowly let that come down. And let's come out of there for a second. I like to go a little wide at the feet after that and just do a little bit of hip shift side to side, but do whatever you'd like. Whew, there's a lot of work right there. That felt good. Okay, now, after that, you can do your hip cars, 5 a side, maybe 10, whatever you have time for. If you don't have time, just get up and kind of move around a little bit. But you can always end and finish with, or start and end with cars too. That'll help yourself feel a little better right there. All right, thanks for joining me today. Remember, you can click subscribe over here to get some more of my videos or check out more of them. Thanks.